Good morning everyone and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I'm just making sure that my microphone's on. Yes, it's Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend, and I'm just going to quickly share some of the things that I got up to in between all of the rain. And I used some of my what do they call them, embosslets, impresslets, that's it, and my Tim Holtz ones. So I just got them out and had a play, and I used up some scraps of foil. Ooh, I do love to play. Just making things. And this is that Tim Holtz foil cardstock with a craft back. Isn't it gorgeous? I do love that butterfly. Do you know, a lot of these you just can't get them anymore. I think you might be able to find this one. This one is the Christmas bauble. But I just love all of the detail. And this one, I just turned it into a little ornament. And I think I'm going to make some more of these to go on my tree. So I just used a little bit of my gold twine. I think this one's Alina Craft. Yeah, it is. So you can get this one from Alina Craft. And because of its shape, it's mirror imaged, which means you got the back and you got the front. So it's just great. Either for a posh little tag where you put a sentiment across, or just for an ornament on the tree. So I've got lots of different coloured foils, so I'm going to cut a few of these. So that was a little bit of fun I had while it was raining. But today we're going to do the house, and we're going to do this one that I hauled and shared last week. And as you can see, it cuts into on the outer edge, and then all these bits pop out. So how are we going to do it? I've already done some die cutting. And I don't know if I measured that. I should measure it, shouldn't I? Just in case I didn't measure it. So this will give you an element on your card that is 3 1/4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. So that's the size of it. And I'm just going to do a very small card. Now there are some teeny weeny elements that I don't want to fall out on this. So I've done my background card, and I'm using that kiss border edge there from Surprise Creation, and I don't know why that's showing up vivid bright red, because it's more of a, I don't know if it shows up if I move it. Ooh, it's more of a burgundy red. Isn't that weird? It's really dark, almost red black, but there you go. It looks like tomato down there. And next up, I'm picking up these bits now because I just don't want them to get lost. So excuse me for a second while I just finagle these out of the way. I think I'm going to need my pickup tool. Ooh, you're probably wondering what I'm doing, but you're going to see in a minute. I've got teeny weeny little stars and hearts. Right, so this is the bit that when you put it in, that outer edge is just going to cut into, and the rest drops out. So you've actually got an aperture there that you could turn into a shaker if you wanted to. And it says home is where your heart is. That's on the first piece, and that's going to be glued down onto there. So I'm going to do that first. So I'm just going to go this side of the kisses. Don't know why it is, but I just don't like it when you get a design around the edge of a frame and your glue can ooze through it. It's just one of my strange quirks, and I know that if I squish it around enough, it's going to happen anyway. Right, let me get that straight. I think that's it. So we're just going to push that down, and this is just going to make a really nice sized Christmas card that you can use your envelope board to make a personalised envelope on. Now my card base is, this is a huge set of frames. That is a 4 1/4 inch square. So that's how big my finished card is. Right, now then, my next piece I've done in ice blue, and this one says home sweet home, warm, cozy and wonderful. And you can see there's 2 little apertures there for stars, and that aluminum that I got myself from Amazon, that's what I've used again, backed onto heavy white cardstock to do the little elements, just to give this a little bit of sparkle. So I need to lay that in. Give that a good old squish down. I do think this is cute. And I love the red, white and blue. We should have red, white and blue for Christmas. Right, my pickup tool, this thing. This is a wax tip pickup tool. And I get these from AliExpress. I think you can buy them singly, but they also come in bundles. Now, this is where I said, you know, I've cut extra bits out in different cardstock, and this is the star. So if I get that in first, whoops, and give that a press, then I can pick that up. As you can see, we've got a little silver star there now. Isn't that cute? And then I've got these two little stars down here. So all you have to do is just use the edge of your die and put it through on, you know, whatever scraps or what have you that you've got. So I'm just wanting to pop those little stars into those apertures. Just going to get that over there, get my nails in the way, give that a press. I want to do the same on this one. So now if I hold that up, you can see we've gone in with our silvery elements just into those points there. Ooh, I'm all happy. Right, now then, the next bit, I've got a tiny little heart here that I don't want to lose. I have cut in silver foil, and because it's backed off onto white cardstock, you can see that, you know, you've got to push to get those pieces out, and I want that to go in whole, and then I'm going to layer over it. Now what this is going to do is going to force that section of the card forward a bit because it's got more dimension, but it's also going to provide me with colour for my next layer. So that's gone in whole. Just make sure that's going to stick. So we've gone silver there. Now at that point you could leave it silver if you wanted to, and it just says at the bottom there, home is. Now that bit's not sticking. I've got horrible humidity. I'm sure everybody else has had an awful lot of rain as well. So just burnish that down again, and then on top of there I want to go white, and you can see I've left the let's get in close, I've left the heart there. Now when you're using a heavyweight cardstock, your pieces do tend to stay in position. So we've got this here, and I'm gonna pop my glue down. I made sure I got a little bit of glue there onto that heart because I want that to stay there. Now this one might take a second to dry because I'm putting my glue down onto a slick surface. So let's have a look here. What I'll do is I'll pause for a second and just hold that in position. Right, so that's I think managed to bond itself down. So that's what we've got now, and you can see that the apertures that were in the white piece we just put down allow a silver Christmas tree to show through on the door. Now we've got a little heart there. Now that little heart, I want it to be red to pull the background back up to the top. That's the way my eye always looks at things. So I'm just putting down a teeny bit of glue there, and I need to use my pickup tool, and all I did was put a little scrap of red cardstock in that section and cut it out, so you don't have to use a whole sheet. But if you're going to make a bunch of these and you wanted to use all the different colours from everything that you cut, then you know that would be a great idea. So I've got my little heart there, and I just want to straighten that up. So now we've got our little heart over there. I do like my camera when it behaves so that I can see that I've got something on straight. Can you see that? It's down a little bit lower than it should be. So while I've still got a little bit of play, I'm just going to do that. There we go. So I've got that little red heart above the door. I do think this is going to make a lovely Christmas card. And then finally, I'm going to cover the silver with a piece of blue, which will allow the silver to show through the window apertures. So I'm just going to take the lid off my blue bottle again. I don't want to use too much. And because it's a slick surface, I'm going to pop this down and then I'm going to have to pause again. So let's just get that down into there. Ooh, I think it's actually stuck, so that's not bad. So now we've got the silver coming up through the windows. So we've got a little silver tree, we've got silver stars, and you just got that simple little red heart. But isn't that great? I love that. I love the simplicity of it. Now you could go in with your stamps if you wanted to, and just, you know, a kind of like vintage snowflake, something stamped in a really soft colour, like I don't know, very washed out icy bluey grey or something like that, would look really pretty. But I just love it, I really do, and it's a great size. It really is a great size. Right, that is what I have for you today, and it was that. And I thank you so much for joining me. As usual, all links below, and do have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye.